line Martin Wos, co-founder and co-CEO at Blockstocks, and Estefano Elhawary, co-founder and co-CEO at Blockstocks. Blockstocks offers a highly automated and efficient one-stop shop fundraising platform and digital token exchange for startups and small and medium enterprises in search of growth capital. Okay, Martin and Estefano. Good luck. Good luck.
Okay. Hello? Yeah. Okay. Hello, everybody. It's really a pleasure for us to be here, a part of this conference. And today we want to present Blockstocks. But before we start, we want to introduce ourselves.
Hello, so my name is Estefano Elhawary. I was one of the biggest video advertisers in the German market with over 40 million video views and billions of impressions. So I'm really very focused on scalable customer acquisition and performance marketing campaigns.
My name is Martin Wos. I'm a German engineer, and I developed large-scale automation solutions and also security projects for the Fortune 100 companies like Lufthansa, Siemens, Mercedes-Benz, and other companies. What we want to show or present you today is Blockstocks, and Blockstocks is a security token sale platform and digital exchange for startups and small and medium-sized businesses. If we take a look on the whole market, then SMEs are the true backbone of the whole economy. Just for Europe, for example, we have 23 million SMEs, and they are 99% of all businesses. And they employ 67 working forces and have 50% of the total economy output. And they also outperform with 18 percentage points the relative to classic stocks. But they all, the small and medium-sized businesses, have a big problem. And you see how big the market is. And so we was thinking how we can support these companies. And the biggest problem what they have is the lack of fundraising. And if we take a look on the ICO market itself, for 2017 there was $6 billion, and we estimate for 2018 $24 billion. But when we start to compare this with the startup and SME market, it's a multi-trillion US dollar market.
Yeah, so we believe the big wave of security token sales is really coming. And investors have massive problems too, like lack of deal flow, lack of diversified access to small and medium-sized businesses, and long-term capital freeze and illiquidity. So the way it works is essentially that on the left side you see small and medium-sized businesses. They give their shares to our company, which is located in Switzerland, in Zug. It tokenizes those shares with claim on equity and dividends and sells it to investors who can also trade and exchange them. So let's skip this. So this is a screenshot of our MVP. So on the right side, you can see the marketplace. We have several companies that do security token sales. On the left side, you see a filter very similar to Booking.com, where we have a real search engine where you can filter through all those companies. So essentially what we do is we offer a full service platform to those SMEs to do their own token sales. So we help them with lowering legal costs by standardizing templates in every country. We help them with financial advice. We help them with IT, so we create the tokens for them. We help them with KYC and AML, and also with marketing by connecting them together with investors on one platform. So the way it works is that essentially, and this is how our token is structured, is that every time an SME does a token sale on our platform, the platform itself gets a few % of those tokens with claim on equity and dividends. And what happens is that we distribute those tokens to our token holders. So essentially, you have the first token that creates real equity and real dividends in real stable companies. So it has real intrinsic value. One more thing that we would like to mention is our proof of invest concept. And the way this works is essentially that every time an investor invests into a small and medium-sized company, he gets Blockstocks tokens as a reward in order to incentivize investors to put money into stable SMEs. So this is a few people from our team. So Zain is our development company. They are based in Berlin. They just went viral with the new Porsche Panamera because they did the blockchain application inside. They also did blockchain projects for Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, and the Credit Suisse Bank. Also have one of the biggest law firms in Switzerland, in Zurich, which is MLL. In fact, one of our lawyers worked in the Swiss Financial Market Authority, and they did the entire legal structure for our business. Yeah, so thanks a lot. So this was Blockstocks in a nutshell.
Thank you. If there are any questions, we are happy to answer them.
How do you see when you're launching a security platform regulations?
There are several phases to this. So the first phase is that we are essentially a platform where every company can launch its own token sale, and we facilitate the contact to investors. So it's like a platform, but every company is responsible for their own security token sale, which is much easier from a regulatory standpoint in Switzerland. And the next phase then is when we have the licenses, the necessary licenses for that we are the issuers of those relevant tokens.
Do you have an MVP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the design was already the MVP. And we also not have the platform itself where you can search for some investors, but we also have the secondary market. So we also have, we not tokenize only the companies, but we also make it tradable on our own platform. So one of the first security token sale platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you plan to get the license and how much does it cost the token? Will you support a paying license?
Yeah. Okay. So essentially, we don't need, it depends on which phase we're talking about. So the first phase where every company is issuing its own security tokens, you don't need a license for that because you're facilitating the contact. In the second phase, that's the broker-dealer's license. This is what takes around 6 to 9 months, I would say. A realistic estimate would be 9 months. There's also the option to buy an existing broker-dealer, so we're evaluating this, but this is something that we're working on at the moment.